On today's episode of 3 or 4 or Wifey, today we're going to be discussing the prospect of marrying and committing to Brett Cooper of the Daily Wire. Yes, that girl from the comment section. That's her show name. And we're going to break down, is she worthwhile? She looks like Ben. Is that going to stop you guys? Would it stop me? You're going to learn all this and more on today's episode of 3 or 4 or Wifey. You get a calculator, put in 304, flip it upside down. You know what the innuendo is supposed to mean, folks. So let's go and let's review this young lady. And by young, I'm also going to be discussing her age and depth because I care about that stuff because evidently I'm very young, okay? I was born May of 2003 and she was born October of 2001. Folks, that is crazy. So let's go ahead and share screens. If you can look here, evidently we have a Wikipedia page. This girl's super famous. So let's go ahead and read this because obviously we want to know the truth about this girl. So if you look right here, you can already see that she was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is fine. Is she the 10 you see? I don't really think so. Not even close. But hey, that's, she doesn't have to be a 10, okay? She moved to Los Angeles when she was 10, and she started to pursue a professional acting career. So now we're talking about a starlet. Perhaps. She had roles in theater, television, and film. So she's been around a lot of gay guys. So if you're into that, I don't know. Then she graduated from the University of California, Los Angeles, with a major in English literature, which... horrible degree, by the way. Why'd you even go to college if you got that garbage? If you wanted to be an actress, seems really weird. And a minor in business whatever. Now, she's known for being she's an ambassador for PragerU and Turning Point, which is one of the most mainstream institutions that we could possibly ever talk about on the channel in regards to conservative news. So let's go ahead and tell you more about this, okay? She has a huge series as of a year ago trying to capture the Gen Z audience, trying to appeal to people like me and 16-year-old girls, okay? She has 3 million subscribers, 1.7 billion views on YouTube. Huge numbers. So big I cannot even fathom the money she's getting. And in regards to filmography, nothing major going on here. So let's go ahead and look over that. Anyhow, we have the social media, 800,000 followers, 300 posts. Folks, this is a huge get if you ever dated this girl. It'd be insane to ever think of getting with her. Now, let's look at some of the stuff down here. We're going to get to the bottom of the page. I'll see you there. There we go, folks. We're at the bottom of the rabbit hole with the first picture with the gun. And you know what I like about this? Number one, she's holding the gun incorrectly. It looks stupid. And she has pink headphones. This was 3 years ago. So she was like 18 here. Let's look over here. So she's reading, so she's a pick-me. All right, lesbian... Okay, folks, this is a conservative way to dress, I suppose, but it's also very off-putting. It's like, hey, I'm the lesbian friend from the 1990s, and we're going to go to this social club. That's gay, okay? I disavow that. It's really weird. And then she has her whole, big thing I'm not going to read. I don't care. And then this was with... good friend of the show, Vince Dow, from 3 years ago. I actually knew of her from 3 years ago because I've known Vince Dow for a really long time. And so, yeah, I remember this throwback. And this was, mind you, I knew of this chick before she was even famous at all. She had no following, when I was 17 probably. So, yeah, so that's her with Vince. Vince has been in the game for a long time. A lot of respect to Vince. He recently had a big blow up 6 months ago on the Vice panel. Great to see him succeed. I got to see him a couple weeks ago. Great guy. Completely big Vince Dow fan, okay? So, and of course, somebody types in, you have nice boobs, to where there's no cleavage in the picture. Hello? Kind of weird, eh? But yeah, we got Vince Dow there. And then we have this horrible meme. Bidenomics. Okay, babe, come on. Who's this? This is your mom? Her mom looks nothing like her. Interesting. So maybe her dad looks a lot like Ben Shapiro then. What about this? This is a very key indicator. In college, a lot of girls like to decorate their MacBooks, and so we got to see what we're working with. Who's John Galt? I don't even know. The Second Amendment, Guns and Coffee. Ron approves. That's an Office Trailer Park Boys. You're entitled to nothing. A Trump sticker. Libertarian Party. Don't tread on me. We will not. PragerU be silenced. Taxation is okay. That's a horrible, horrible design. And mind you, if I saw this in college, I'm over here at Arizona, and it's like, hey, this girl has libertarian. Hey, you know what? That's better than the average girl. You're not a sorority girl, but at the same time, it's like you're one of these TPUSA, lukewarm, not even based. I don't know what to think about this, but hey, better than the average chick that's ran through. I don't know what to think. And mind you, I deal with a lot of these people, so she's wearing like stickers that she didn't choose out herself. Like they give these out at events, these stickers that nobody wants, these libertarian conferences. Sad. Okay, what's this? PragerU University. She just voted. Look how happy she looks. Okay, this is somewhat innocent. And yeah, okay. What's this? Okay. What's this? Make masking up against future election frustration. This is kind of cute. And she kind of has green eyes, which is a turn on, I suppose. We'll give her that. Okay, folks. Now let's keep going. I guess this is her father. Her father does look like Ben Shapiro. I guess that's where she gets it. Now look at this. She's at a bar. This is, I mean, she is somewhat of adorable. Like she was raised correctly. I'll tell you what. What's this? She bought a house in LA at 19 years old. So she comes from money, which means she'd have high standards if you were to ever marry her. Okay. All right, all right, all right. So she's in the beach, fully clothed. Okay, I respect that. Let's keep going. She likes hiking. All right. What's this ring? Busting homeschool myths, contrary to. Oh yeah. By the way, my friend told me that she was completely homeschooled her entire life, which might seem like a good thing, and I think it generally is. But there's some kinks to work out in regards to like how socialized she is, how much of a libertarian she was groomed to be. We don't know yet. What's this? The good things we can do for the next generation and get good books in their hands and get them out of public schools. She has really small boobs, by the way. Had to point that out professionally. Professionally, of course. Now we're, okay, she graduates high school, I think. Right? No, well, she was like 19 here. Anyway, what's this? Brett Cooper just did just a couple of book nerds at Turning okay, she's with Michael Knowles. From what I can see here, she's like 5'6". So not a problem. I'm taller than her. That's not going to be an issue. Now let's look over here. Wait, I recognize these girls. Anyway, whatever. She has a huge. What the hell is this? A cow? Okay, this is kind of cute. Like, what slut has a cow, right? Let's just think about it that way. Dennis Prager, again, cringe, whatever. I'm gonna overlook that. What's this? So let me tell you about this new thing called Liberty. Okay, so pick me, like, hey, I'm going to use these talking points that I read from books written by guys, which, you know what, granted, there is a niche of pretty girls that need to do this sort of, like, normie stuff. Is she that pretty, though? That's going to be foreclosed later on. She has a flat stomach here, but no hips at all. Actually, this is extremely concerning, folks. And again, this is at a professional level. This is like I'm your Arab uncle trying to set you up with a girl, and I'm telling you, you know what, Abdul, you might have to get the rocks for this chick, and you might not want to give her a dowry because evidently, if you look over here, there's no hips, bro. There are like. And, I've been with white chicks. I get it. You're not endowed with curves, but babe, there's nothing to work here. Like, dude, there are no hips here. And like, yeah, you're skinny, but like there's no tits. You're built like a 16-year-old boy, quite frankly. But she's cute. Hey, she's cute. She knows how she has the thick, luscious, straight hair. I can relate. I like it a little bit. And this sort of like attire is very cute, very conservative, but also modern and somewhat tight, but also not revealing. Not that you have anything to look at under there anyway, but it's like, okay, I can respect that. And that's definitely wife equality in regards to whatever she's doing. Now, if we were to look here, she's been slaving away for the Daily Wire for a while. And if you look here, her whole aspect looks like it's in her bedroom or in her dorm at a college, but her setup is completely artificial in a studio, so it kind of takes you out of it a little bit. Okay, so her new year, she's out on the street, whatever. We're gonna let her slip on that. What's this black guy doing? Definitely a gay guy. So we're not worried about that. Here she is, DC. Okay, I've been there. Okay, what's this? Totally lesbian, by the way. This is totally like the 30-year-old single woman. I don't like that boss babe sort of attire. Here she's taking photo shoots for her show, I believe. And then there's a fucking animal for some reason. And then we have, right here, we have some basic pictures. Okay, some Trump memes. I like that. Because a lot of these conservative ink people hate Donald Trump, and I'm on that meat every day. No homo. Again, very artificial sort of setup with the show, makeup, all that, the headphones, all that. But you know what? That's okay. I kind of like how fake her life is. It's kind of like the Truman Show. It's a complete turn on for me personally. So I like that. Other guys wouldn't, but I'm a crazy person. So keep this in mind. Let's look at one of her clips. She's cute. I mean, they know how to do the makeup. They got the shot right. They made sure her forehead is small to look more attractive. I like that. We low key look somewhat related. Like I can imagine her being half white, half Mexican, and I'm like the Mexican cousin. We look somewhat related, and I think that's hot. I think when a girl looks related to me, when a girl looks like me, I think that's a pickup. Maybe I'm just that narcissistic, and that's probably it. But I like that. Now, she looks completely different here. No big deal, though. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, folks. I mean, nothing too crazy. She looks really hot here. Okay. And so, this is something that I mentioned in the Grace Thorpe video, where it's like, you know what? A girl cannot be an 8 if she's not good looking in certain angles. But from some angles, girls that are not 8s, girls that are 6s and 7s can still look pretty hot from certain keyframes, still images, whatever have you. So we're looking at a 6 to a 7 right here. Anyway, let's keep going. She's with Matt Walsh. I mean, you guys get the idea at this point of what we're looking at with her whole appearance. It's relatively conservative, well-groomed. She doesn't look like she's promiscuous or anything. I like that. And we're going to look at the most recent samplings right here. This is somewhat of a cute outfit. Again, no hips, no ass, but it's okay. Okay, hold on. 1 second, folks. Yeah, so it's pretty unfortunate, the lack of hips here. More of the same routine. Again, vanity lights. She has her coffee, stupid obnoxious sticker with the fucking barcode on it. But okay, that's fine. Big, expensive iPhone. I can't relate. I have an XR. Cutest setup. I like her outfit. Even with the holes in it, I think that's fine in the context of jeans. Now, if you look over here, again, she's doing her little speech. What the fuck? Yo, they have Shaquille O'Neal over here. What? Anyway. Top golf. Very basic stuff. Honestly, I think her social media profile is really cute. And I think that it's pretty good, given that she knows what sort of scrutiny she's getting. And even this one, not bad. Like, again, one piece, covering a lot. Again, not covering a lot in that sense, because there's not a lot to, like, work with here. But you know what? I respect that. And so, you know what? This appearance is fine. And she even has her IMDb. And actually, I recognize her headshot from several years ago. As you know, I have a lot of connections. I have a lot of plugs. I've known her for way longer than I even remember, actually. This is kind of, damn, I forgot about this. Yeah, this is so cute, right? Anyway, so, I mean, she has a good thing here. Let's look at her Twitter real quick. She has 200,000 followers. A lot of my friends follow this, of course. She looks like Ben Shapiro. That's okay. That wouldn't stop a fellow, and that's the answer to that question. And you know what? Frankly, she seems to be well put together, and I respect that. And her tweets are also pretty respectable. And, you know, there is a point to say, you know what, Lalo, you know what? She's not completely red-pilled on all the issues. She's not a paleo-conservative. She's not anti-legal immigration. And it's like, bro, if you care about politics that much, especially from a girl, just shut up. She probably actually even knows the truth about a lot of this sort of thing, but can't talk about it because she'll get censored, get her fucking paychecks cut off by Daddy Ben. But you know what? Who cares at that point? And so, you know what? She's to the right of like 80% of women, because even the women that are marginally Republican, which is like maybe half of them, they're definitely like not informed. And this girl evidently reads, and that's really rare. So she was groomed well by her father into being a coherent person. And I don't watch her content because I'm not a girl. I'm not a homosexual. But at the same time, you know what? It's decent that she can market herself to girls. And, you know, when you have little sisters, when you have cousins, you can look on their phone and they're looking at Brett Cooper content instead of like, you know, Addison Rae. It's like, you know what? This is actually an improvement in the TikTok society. So, you know what? It's not that bad, frankly. And we're going to look at her most recent content to look at what we're working with. And you know what? Her setup is so cute.
Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett Cooper. So obviously I'm...
Okay. So you see this? Pretty good attire, not revealing a lot. I respect that. The makeup. She has a cozy environment. You know what? I really respect that. And you know what? That's great. And in regards to this, I think that this could have some potentiality because there are threads about this chick, but these seem to be meat riding, so to speak, clit riding. I just think overall that she seems to be pretty good. And then when you look over here, you have this whole thing about, here's why I left Hollywood to join the Daily Wire. And here's one of the nitpicks I have with this girl. And it's that I try to read this and then they want to sell me on something. They want me to pay. And it's like, look, you want me to marry you, Brett, which of course she does. Look at me. And guess what? It's like, oh, you have to pay Daddy Ben or Jeremy Boring from the Daily Wire, who are millionaires, while you're the broke college student savant genius, and you want me to pay $2 to read your article about how you're not a communist or something? Sorry, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to commit. So you know what? That downgrades her a point or two. But hey, here's going to be the final summary. The verdict, 3 or 4 are wifey. Brett Cooper is a wifey, actually, because you know what? I don't know what her religion is, but the fact is that she's really well groomed. She has a lot of scrutiny, but she handles it well. There's girls with a lot less pressure, and they crumble under it. And so for her to still work so hard to put out this much content, and it's a benign thing. Yes, is she as entertaining as me? Hell no. Who is? And who is more intelligent than I am? Virtually nobody. But you know what she does have? She has this niche. She knows where she belongs. She knows her place. She's fully clothed. She's not being a whore on the internet. She's posting pretty conservative material given the potentiality of her selling her nudes. She can make millions of dollars that way, but she doesn't. And I respect that. Instead, she'll work for a Zionist like Ben Shapiro. And while that is kind of gay, you know what? Fine, fuck it, whatever. You're a girl. I don't expect much out of you. And you know what? Yeah, she was born, I believe, into this family that is very conservative or libertarian, whatever have you, and they have this like kosher homeschooling, but you know what? That's fine too. And that's better than most college girls. And so when I compare it to my contemporaries, it's not really bad when you look at it. And so from that standpoint alone, I have to respect her from that standpoint, okay? And so, yeah, she's a libertarian, but I can fix her. I'm a genius. I'll convince her. Brett, I can save you. And so that's pretty much the point. And frankly, she is terminally online. But when you're as online as Lalo, at this point, you know what? I like that, okay? So, you know what? I would date Brett Cooper. And mind you, she's almost 2 years older than me. She is like, I believe, 2 years minus 5 months. She is 17 months, 19 months older than me. She's a year and a half older. But you know what? I would still go for that. 22-year-old Rose. You know what? That is a little old. I'm 20, but hey, listen out. I think she's cute. I rate her like a 6 out of 10. People say she looks like Ben Shapiro. I guess people say I can look like Ben Shapiro. Obviously way better looking, like the Latin hunk version of Ben Shapiro. Folks, no yarmulke this time. Hey, listen. Verdict is, wifey, I would date her actually. She's cute. And you know what? I can fix her. I can fix her. And you can say, oh, she's homeschooled. I can fix that. I mean, she's out of school too. Oh, but Lalo, she's libertarian. I can fix that. And you know what? Who cares? Okay. So I have the free will and free choice to say, you know what, Brett Cooper, I would date her. Yeah. All right.